passage is usually brought up when discussing God's character. So we'll look at the context that led up to the judgment. What did the judgment symbolize for Egypt and Egypt's gods, and the revelation of the Passover? So let's start off with what the passage says. Exodus 12:12 states, "For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord." In verse 29, "And it came to pass that at midnight the Lord smote all the firstborn in the land of Egypt." Okay? At first glance, people would ask, but why would God do this? Valid question. Yeah. But to understand it properly, you have to examine what happened before that moment. So the context. So Israel had been enslaved in Egypt for about 400 years. See Exodus 1. I'll take you there. It says in verse 8, "Now there arose a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. And he said unto his people, Behold, the children of Israel, are now more mightier than we. Come, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. And it shall come to pass, that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us." First stage. And then in verse 15, the king of Egypt spoke to the Hebrew midwives, and he said, "When ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew woman, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. If it be a daughter, then she shall live." Verse 22, "Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, Every son that is born shall be cast into the river, and every daughter those can survive." He said the first one, the midwives feared God, and they didn't do as he said. So he took matters into his own hand and decreed that they be cast into the river. Now, the Israelites were already brutally oppressed, as you see. So Pharaoh ordered the killings of every male child, which is why Moses was born under the death decree. Moses, grown. Now, God told him in Exodus 4:22, "Thou shalt say unto Pharaoh, Thus says the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. Let my son go, or I will kill your firstborn." God hardened Pharaoh's heart. Verse 21 says that.